Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. Lovely. Daniel, hello. Kumar, hello, brother. And Ilyada, good evening for you and good afternoon for me. Ah, so let's get going and see where we are in the market. Lovely. So let's start off with the daily, a bit of higher time frame because a lot of bias is coming in differently. So let's just quickly run down where we are in the market. So right now, I think the market is trying to make up its mind in regards of, obviously, see, this market is news driven right now, war driven. A lot of news is coming and happening. Some news is saying that, oh, there might be an agreement in regards of ending the war. Some are saying that they are going to be attacking European countries, bringing NATO into the picture. So I think a lot of the market is waiting for clarity. Now, if the market is waiting for clarity, I'm still looking at the sweep of liquidity in the way we are trying to respect it overall. Now, everything can change in a matter of couple of minutes, right? Market could turn around and just start going lower. But as of now, it is looking okay. And I'm basically turning more and more bullish until the previous day sweep, previous day high sweep. So this is your previous day high. So until we go on to sweep this 25,000 area, that's $100 from here, I don't want to turn bearish. And once we start putting in more bullish price action, I'll be aiming for these highs over here. So even though it doesn't look like much, but these are relatively equal highs right over here. So which will be attracting price, and again also relatively equal highs over here on these two candles. So there are multiple shorter targets which are at 25,120 and then higher up at 25,500, which are all going to be attracting price towards them depending on obviously what the news is and how the market reacts to that news. Now that's the daily view. 4 hourly view, if we just go down to 4 hourly, like, okay, for me this market is kind of stuck and you can see that clearly, right? Again, equalish highs right above here, market will be attracted towards them. What you need to see is that even though we are leaving this nice little fair value gap which we are constructing right now, but we are also trading inside of these two fair value gaps right over here. So these were the acceleration gaps from 4 hourly. Even though we have achieved the target, the first target, that's to 200%, we are still trading inside of them. So until and unless the market starts trading above 24,945, you cannot be bullish about it. You cannot be like, okay, I'm going to take a long position from here and take it further higher. What your mindset should be instead, that okay, if the market decides to turn around, if the market basically cannot keep the momentum towards the upside, there is a nice little short towards this fair value gap at the other side. On the other side, what do we have? We have this nice little BPR just under here for 3 fair value gaps. To be honest, 4 fair value gaps. Just if you will count this one as well. Okay, if it decides to do it. So these 4 fair value, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this BPR is basically still sitting there. There's been no wick inside of it. Every time the market has just pushed through this area. So the volume in this area is going to be pretty low, as the market has not really traded in there. It's just pushed through. Every time it has come in that area, it's just pushed through it very aggressively. So will the market again go back to retest it properly? Possibly. We'll keep our eyes on it. What I want to see now is that if we are able to close above this area, then I am bullish. If we are basically going down, then I'm going to go to the 15-minute or 30-minute time frame and try to see the sort of price action we have in here. So what do we have? Let's quickly look at it. So we had this 15-minute back-to-back fair value gaps. We have just achieved the 400% to 450% of that. All right. So the main target has been achieved. Obviously, previous day high is still above us. And now we have left another back-to-back 15-minute fair value gap. The first one is a very tiny fair value gap. But if you will zoom in a little, you will see there is a fair value gap right over here. So there is an acceleration gap. And the target for that is previous day high, to be precise. So what you want to see in this, you want to see the market open, go down, take all this liquidity, and then maybe take a scalp trade to the previous day high and then see how we react there, right? That could be one approach to it. The second approach that you could think about is that the market goes down, inverts all these fair value gaps and starts going down. So once it starts inverting, I would be happy to take a short trade. And if I'm taking a short trade, I'll be aiming for previous day low. So I have enough room to maneuver and enough room to basically take those trades down. So that will be my thesis. And in regards of liquidity that we have already swept Asia low. So Asia low is already swept. Then after that, what we are doing is we are basically just sweeping the highs as they are made. This is pure bullish order flow right now, right? This is bullish order flow. There is no question about it. We are basically creating fair value gaps, and then we are retesting them into discount and then pushing higher from there. Now, what matters is what happens once this order flow is in, right? What really happens? So if you look at 5-minute chart and you get rid of some noise, let's get rid of this and this. Okay, this is better. So if you will just see this area, look at how the market changed its direction. So once the market created this low and this high, came back into the discount of this tiny range. Okay, this would be a 1-minute bullish range. If you go to 1 minute, this will look like a 1-minute bullish range. Discount and pushed higher, right? After that, it created a new range for 5 minutes, which was this new range that is created. It just touched the discount area and then pushed higher again. So after that, if you'll go extend it further to here, and the new low that was created was this. Again, the market came back into discount and then pushed higher, creating a new high. Now, if this is the high, what you want to see is, will the market respect the discount again? Will the market again come back down into discount, retest these fair value gaps, and then just, bounce out of them? Or what does it want to do? So until that decision is made from the market, there's nothing to basically see. I will say it is better to kind of wait and let the market do what it wants to do initially, and then maybe take a trade. Be more, what's the right word for it? Wait for market to give you that trade instead of trying to find that trade. Today is again that similar kind of day. So yeah, let's see what the market wants to do, and we'll make a decision based off that. Let me see if there are any questions. I've taken the highs and hellos. Tomislav, how are you, brother? Gomez, good afternoon. Arnold is saying markets waiting for D's nuts. Okay, who's D's and whose nuts are they? Bro, hello. PBR or BPR? What does it stand for? Balanced price range. Gomez, thank you so much. So BPR stands for balanced price range. Hello, Zede. How are you doing? Hello, Po. And Kumar says at open, we go higher, take out that previous day high, may be possibility. Yes, I agree. It could very well be we go up, take the previous day high and just reverse from there. Or imagine if we were all wrong and everything was priced in, and all this news and everything that's coming around, it's just it's already been digested by the market. Then what you would expect is price to go down initially, take all the liquidity, and then just rush higher quickly. So you just need to be open to both sides of the market, man. I mean, if you close doors on the market to one direction, more or less you are going to be liquidity. Iliada says equal highs at 2500. Yes, that is correct. So we have equal highs at 2500 waiting to be swept, and that would be a good area, and I've already marked them. That's 4-hourly equal highs. They will attract price. I'm 100% certain they will attract price. But yeah, until you basically invert these fair value gaps, I don't think there is a trade. And especially this small one, even though it is a tiny fair value gap, it is a BPR, and I would really love to see it inverted. So yeah, if we go to previous day high, maybe, yeah, I agree with you, Iliada. If we go to previous day high, I would expect us to go to 25,100 as well, because that's where most of the liquidity is. So maybe just a long trade at market open would be a good trade. It's just that we should basically sweep some sort of liquidity, which we are sweeping right now. All I would want to see is maybe going a little bit further down, around 24,846 area, $20 down, and then showing a change in state of delivery on the 1 minute. So maybe a closure above this area, 1 minute closure above this. I'll be happy to take a small trade and take it higher. So something along these lines. So then take it just to take it higher. That will be a big trade, obviously, but let's see what the market has to offer before we kind of jump into these trades, because anything can happen. Open is always surprising, right? open always brings its own fun and games and everything. Why BPR are more important than fair value gap? That's a wonderful question. So let me put this question out on the main screen. So why do we think BPR are more important than fair value gap? So think of it like this. A fair value gap is formed as an inefficiency. Okay. So something that is inefficient and the market then tries to go and make it balanced or make it efficient and still is not able to do it. Right. So it is like double inefficiencies in a single area. So that is why they become more important. So if you give one credit to fair value gaps, and if you see a BPR, give it more love. Give it, yeah, it is much more important. So yeah, and if one more thing that I have noticed in price action, when you see a BPR being like multiple fair value gaps and just forming BPRs, always remember the first move after that is the crucial move. So example would be, let's say there's a fair value gap here, then a fair value gap here, then a fair value gap here. Now you cannot just keep whipsawing and long short, long short, long short. What you need to create is a way in which you can create a BPR and then find an entry after that, after a confirmation. So wait for a retest and confirmation that the BPR has now survived and then enter a trade. With BPRs, that's another thing that you want to kind of introduce. Because since it is inefficient area, if price just keeps going through it again and again, it's not really leaving any volume in there. It's just bouncing again and again. So yeah. So let's see, good open as of now. Let's see what the market wants to do. If I get a change in state of delivery, I might jump into a trade. So let's see. Oh, that's a quick rush up. So going to let it do its thing. I don't think I'll get a chance to trade. It's just rushing. Okay, that's a massive stop loss. Now I'll just wait for a fair value gap to form before I jump in. This is non-tradable price action for me. Like I can't make sense of where will I enter the trade and how will I enter the trade. So I'll just wait for a fair value gap to form and confirm because I can't enter over here yet. Neither. I mean, even the 15-second is looking quite expansive, at least as of now. So it could change, but as of now, it looks quite expansive. So yeah, that's good in a way. Market is showing direction. So I'll wait 30 more seconds. If we leave a fair value gap, I will take a stab at it and see how it does. So if I am to plan a trade, let's say we leave a fair value gap. This is the trade I will take. It will be a half risk trade. Stop loss will be under this. I'll go half risk. I'll not go full risk, just FYI, simply because I don't trust the price action yet. Okay, I'm entering a half risk trade here. Cool. In somewhere around here. Stop loss is under the lows that were created. So let's just see what the market wants to do here. See, if we invert this fair value gap on the 4-hourly, it will be it will be a lot more fun. And it's half risk, guys, so don't jump in full risk, please. So let's wait. Nice reaction, at least for now. Let's see how the closure is, and then we can make up our mind on what it wants to do. Good reaction as of now. So we have swept all the liquidity. If we get rejected here, that's fine as well. I mean, obviously it's minus 0.5 hour, but I'll be okay to take a short position, as I said, if the 15-minute fair value gaps are inverted. But yeah, waiting for them to happen before predicting for them to happen. First TP will be previous day high, just FYI. You're not able to break above that, so most likely we'll have a rejection there and come down and see what happens. Can we push? Not yet. We're trying, but not able to yet. Let's see. Guys, feel free to ask any questions if you have. Like, we are in a trade, so let me just put that here as well. We are in a trade, half risk trade, so let's see what happens. But feel free to put any questions you have. Just if you don't ask any questions, what's the use of the stream then? Lovely. I'm not like, I really want us to push through the previous day high quickly, because if we don't do that, then most likely we'll be stuck in this small range and maybe do whipsaw up and down both the sides, just play around. So just wanted to kind of rush through some sort of liquidity. At least we are above the 4 hourly fair value gap. I mean, trying to push above it. So that's a good thing to see. Let's see how this candle closes. Anybody from South Africa, are you watching the game? I'm expecting South Africa to win this World Cup this year. So important point, we are testing that first minute fair value gap now. This is the crucial point. You want a reaction here. And basically a quick reaction, not like lazy reaction. You want price to push up quickly. If it is bullish, it needs to push up quickly. Otherwise, yeah, it will most likely just chill around and get rejected and then go down. So not really liking it. Should have pushed up by now. No questions, nothing, guys, seriously. That's a very bearish close. That's not a good looking close, for at least for how I like to see closes happen. Well, we do have a fair value gap up top, so we'll get to know how the market reacts there. Okay. If we can invert this fair value gap, then if this one can be inverted, then I'll move my stops higher. Otherwise, the stops stay where they are. So just keeping an eye on that fair value gap to see whether it is inverted. How was PA on March? PA is very good normally. So March, Feb end March is when the PA starts clearing up and becomes very, very good. Easier to trade, easier to understand. Because remember, AMD, as I always say, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? So the first quarter is mostly price just jumping around in an accumulative phase, and once March hits, that's when price starts to take a clearer direction. And yeah, March PA is relatively better than what you see in Jan. Jan is always shit. Feb is okayish, and then March is when it starts to pick up. So not really liking this. I don't want to cut it, but I really want to see at least a quick, if not now, I think it will be a stop out, but I want to see a quick reaction now in this area. Because if we don't get a reaction now, I think it will be a stop out. Because it's trying to push, and I'm checking out the 15-second time frame as well. It's basically in the OTE of this range up. So if you just measure, if you ignore everything else before and you just measure this range, you are in the OTE of this range. All you're trying to do is now break above that 50% again and again. So if you can't do that, then you basically invert this fair value gap, and all you're doing is after that going down. So yeah. So just waiting to see. Now this is the kind of sweep I wanted, but now reaction is what you want. Okay, sweep complete. Do we react or do we just dump? Looks like just dump might be the answer. Not able to push back inside. So I'll let it sit, let it do its thing. Even if it's a stop out, it's a 0.5 hour, so I'm not so concerned. Oh, this PPR question is still on the screen. I'm so sorry. Somebody should have told me that. Once this is done, I'll just wait for the 15-minute fair value gaps to do whatever they want to do. And after that only I'll enter a trade. So I'll go through the London trade that I took this morning. That was a good one. It was I think very much against the bias because I was bearish, and I took that trade because I just wanted to stick to the rules of London session. It was a nice trade overall. London, to be honest, has been much more cleaner lately. It has been giving good opportunities. So yeah, still respecting it. I mean, nothing confirmed yet, but overall we are still respecting this fair value gap. No closure outside of it yet. I might be proven wrong in the next 20 seconds. So that would be, no, not yet stopped. Wow, if you turn around from here, man, this will be like my day. Like turn around from here, this will be like perfect. I know you would not, because you want to sweep this low now, but just turn around, just one candle straight over here. That would be so much fun. You can do it. I trust you, Nas. Come on, Nasi. Come on, Nasi boy. Don't Nasi, just push up. You can do it. All right, I think this trade wants to live a few seconds more. It will be mostly a few more seconds. That's it. So do we have, okay, so this was the first 5. Okay, let's just wait. Oof, so close yet so far from my stop loss. It's like, oh, I'm gonna hit you. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm gonna hit you. No, I'm not. Where's Niels and all? They are from South Africa. They should be watching the game. Nobody is watching the bloody Cricket World Cup. Like none of you? Nobody loves cricket? Is it only me? Niels watches it. If you want to save a couple of cents, you can now move your stops here. I'll be I'll be very honest, 841, but I'm not touching that. I'm happy to give away 20 more pounds. What happened, JJ Coco? I don't know whether to call you JJ Doc or JJ Coco. From the name I really remember is JJ Coco. That basically I relate to it because it's like a, you know, friend thingy now. But you're JJ Doc on YouTube, so I need to call you JJ Doc just to refer to you correctly. I'm waiting F1 on this weekend. Nice. F1 is fun. By the way, I hope everything is safe in your area, Eliada. Coco baby. Coco melon. I tried a new YouTube thing. How many people are watching? 28. Looks like everyone wants to watch war. Because I was talking to ChatGPT and I'm like, ChatGPT, nobody comes to my videos. What the fuck is wrong? And it says, oh, you need to have more viral stuff. I'm like, what viral? Oh, there's a war going on. So shall I do that? He's like, yeah, just add war to your thumbnail. I'm like, okay. I'll add war to my thumbnail and see what happens. And we have 3 more people watching. So I think they all just wanted to see someone talk about war. That's me stopped out. So that's 0.5 hour gone down the drain. Fuck Nasdaq, fuck everything in this world. But let's talk about the morning trade. So minus 0.5 hour for now. We'll wait. So not in a trade. So this morning, what the fuck? Where's this guy? What? Where the fuck did you go, bro? I deleted you. Oh no, I need him back. I deleted him. Shit. Come back, brother. There you are. He's back. Okay, cool. Sorry, I deleted him by mistake, so I need to bring him back. So this morning's trade was very, very simple. For people who want to learn and who are not here just for taking trades that I give, and who are here to really understand what I do and why I do it. I feel sometimes people might think this guy always comes to YouTube and loses money, and then how the fuck does he, survive? Yeah, I feel the same way sometimes about myself. Such a poor fucking guy I am. All right, fuck that shit. So today's trade was pretty simple in regards of how you would have traded it, right? There were multiple entries that were given. So if you go down to 1 minute, first of all, look at how the market was reacting in these areas, right? All this liquidity swept, and straight away, the moment the liquidity was swept, there were multiple ways to enter this trade. Straight away, when this liquidity was swept, what you do is you mark the last massive bearish leg down, and you have this bearish leg, right? You take this bearish leg and you basically try to see when this bearish leg is broken. Now you're not entering straight away over here. What you want to do is, once this bearish leg is broken, what is the next bullish leg that is being created after the sweep of Asia? It's this. You wait for price to come back into the discount of that range. Once it is back inside the discount of that range, you wait for a change in state of delivery. Now, in this case, the change in state of delivery is happening at this candle. Once there is a change in state of delivery, you straight away enter. If there is a fair value gap left, great. Even if not, you enter over here. You put your stops underneath here, right? That's one way. If you want to play a bit bigger, you put your stops underneath the low that was created, okay? Or the body of the candles. You can put it here. It's completely safe because you'll take lesser risk, right? You'll basically be trading, okay, I'm not going to take full risk, half risk. And then all you're doing is targeting the other side of the liquidity. First thing, Q1 high. You take TP1. Once Q1 high is achieved, what is the next time-based liquidity that you have is Asia high. You basically target that, right? This is the sort of trades that you can take during the London session once liquidity sweep has happened and confirmed. Until it is not confirmed, there is no trade. Once the sweep has happened and you see this sort of a confirmation, so going from one leg to the other leg, right? Doing a change in state of delivery, coming back into the discount of the new leg or the premium of the new leg, and then doing a change in state again. That is the sort of strategy you can use to create trades during London session. All right. So yeah, just wanted to run through and tell you guys what you should look for in London session. If anybody was interested, if no one was interested, well, I don't give a fuck. All right, so it's turning bullish again. Shall I try it? Shall I try it? Let me see what 2 minutes is doing. It looks good too for a long again, man. I'll just wait. I'll just let it play. Not yet. I mean, I do want to jump in, but not yet. I just want to let it play for a bit longer. I feel it might do what we want it to do, but might take a little bit longer, or not. It might just rush through that area. Well, life of a trader. Sometimes you get a beautiful trade without doing much, and sometimes you are like, oh, I'm going to take this, and it never happens. But yeah, just wait and watch. Let it do its thing. Give it a couple more minutes. Bro, look at the 15-minute candle. Yeah, it's going to look shit. It's going to look shit. But I don't care about this one. Yeah, I know first 15-minute crucial, but I mean, for me, 15-minute until we are trading above this fair value gap, I'm bullish. Because we haven't achieved the target, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we still haven't achieved the target. So the targets are still higher up. But yeah, I do understand what you are saying, Kumar. That candle looks ugly as fuck. That's an ugly fucking looking candle. So just waiting for another opportunity if I get one. If not, that's fine. I'll not be so much, crying about it. What is the first 15-minute range though? So should be from here. This was 45. So this is the first 15-minute range, right? Yeah, highs and lows. I want to see how it reacted. Do we do a turtle soup here or not? Could be a nice little turtle soup and, push through there. Or could be nothing. 41 seconds to go for candle closure. It looks good as of now, but yeah, just give it time. If this candle gives a change in state and, to be honest, inverts this fair value gap, I will take another shot. So aim is to invert this fair value gap. If we can invert it, then I'll take another shot on this. We'll wait for one more candle. HM said in Discord there is SMT with SNP. Yeah, I mean, I don't trade SMTs mostly, apart from Fridays maybe. Fridays I still tend to see SMT. It gives me a good indication of where the market wants to go. But normal day to day, normal, I don't like to trade SMTs. All I'm waiting for now is that do we leave a fair value? Do we invert this fair value gap or not? So this is what I'm seeing. And again, the stops will be underneath this low. So not the low. If I enter at the inversion, my stops will be under the body of this candle. If you want to be a bit safer, you can put it here. That's fine. You still have enough room to 25,100 to take that. So I will take a trade here. I'm in. So I have taken a trade. My entry is somewhere around here. So I'll aim for 2R. So 2R will be just above that area. So somewhere around here. This is again half risk trade. I'm not going full risk, guys, as I'm myself very unclear about the bias that I should carry. But overall, minus 1 hour session, I don't mind. I'm quite happy with it. And because I want to keep one trade for later in the session, because sometimes you basically don't get the market just right, like in the initial part, right, of the first half an hour, first 40 minutes. Sometimes you don't get the market right. But what you want to leave is at least one trade for later that can help you recover if you had any losses, or that can make you, some money on top. Because it's just 1 hour that we need to recover. So if I get a 2 hour trade later on, that's plus 1 hour for the session. But as of now, this trade looks fine to me. But the reason being, we have swept this liquidity, New York AM low that was created initially, and then we have reacted bullishly, putting in bullish order flow by putting fair value gaps, then fair value gaps again, and respecting this fair value gap nicely and bouncing out of it. Inverted this fair value gap just by a slight bit. But if we get rejected, we get rejected. It's completely fine. Minus 1 hour session is like a good day. You basically have not given too much back to the market. You're trading in the right manner. You're not over risking. You're risking under the allowed parameters that you have for yourself. And yeah, 2 hour from here should be 0.7% move. Hopefully we get it. If we don't, that's fine. To be honest, this would be a turtle soup as well. What I'm going to do is, this will be a turtle soup. I'm going to move my stops under this candle over here, because that will be a turtle soup if it gets rejected. So that will reduce my risk further. So stops will go under this candle, 24,865 for me, because I was blind not to notice this. This will be the turtle soup. If it gets rejected here, that's the turtle soup that will trigger a short trade. And that will be triggered once we invert this fair value gap into a change in state of delivery over here. South Africa might give a very low total. That would not be good. By the way, Ilyara, did HM say SMT on the upside or the downside? On the lows or the highs? I mean, I can check. On the lows. Where's the SMT? You have swept the highs. You haven't swept this 737 low, pre-market low. Yeah, but you haven't swept it over here as well. There's no SMT. I can't see an SMT. I don't know what he's talking about. He's drunk, I think. Oh, he's in Ramadan. He's not drunk. Yeah, towards the downside, there might be an SMT. Kumar, are you back to London? By the way, happy Holi, Kumar. Hope you had a lovely, colorful day. All the Indians, if there are any other apart from Kumar, happy Holi to you. He's looking at the daily SMT. Oh, so has ES swept the previous day? What daily SMT is he talking about? So previous day low, okay, not taken. Not taken. What? This one. Oh, that's a massive SMT. But that will take time to come to fruition. Like this one will take a week or so to come to fruition. So that's fine. I'm not going to be looking at that and worrying about it like right now. It will take some time to come and play out. But yeah, that gives you a bias though. So SMT on daily gives you a good bias that the market might turn bullish soon. So that's something that you can use to create a bias in the coming weeks. Because it's a daily SMT, it will play out for a couple of weeks. So by the way, I've moved my stops higher. So if people are not aware, initially they were over here, now they are over here. I've reduced it by around 25% to save myself a little, couple of, tiny little bit of money to buy coffee today. Because it's not looking good. That turtle soup, if it plays out, could take price down quite considerably. So you just want to be on the right side of the market for that. Yeah, let's go. And this will be, by the way, guys, my last trade for at least next half an hour or so. I'll not be taking a trade after that, because if you can't get the market right in the first 30 minutes, couple of times you've tried, you just want to give it time to kind of build about, do its thing, and then take another trade if you have some, what do you call it, pocket money left to trade. So yeah, just wait and watch, let the market do its thing. It will give an opportunity soon. There comes the rush of blood from the market. Let's see if it can push through. What you want to see is a clean push above. If it can't, then yeah, this is not going to look good. Okay, let's give it some time. Let's see what happens here. I'll basically move my stops higher to this low. So right over here, reducing risk further. I don't want to keep any risk on this trade. News, whatever. I mean, you know me this much, Sade. I don't care about, if you see a setup, you trade the setup. If you, yeah, I mean, that's how my trading has been forever and ever. Like from the time I've started trading. Yeah, I don't trade news like specifically, oh, news is coming, so I'm going to take a trade. But I will not trade because the news is coming. So that's me. Especially if it's CPI, PPI, that's another story. CPI, another story. PPI, I don't care much. CPI, then I'm bit, because that's obviously pre-market. So I don't tend to trade it and I try to stay away from it. PPI, not really too fussed about it, honestly. Let's see how we react. We have gone inside that fair value gap, and at least for now, the reaction seems pretty decent. So let's see whether it can sustain this reaction. Well, closing is bad. Oof, shit candle. So it will be stop out for around 0.3 hour, which is fine. Yeah, not yet stopped though, but let's see. I think it will be a stop out. That's a bad reversal. All right, stopped out on this. I'll call it a day. Around minus 0.7 hours, which is fine. I'll see if we get another opportunity later. If so, I'll put it on what do you call it? I'll put it on the Discord and I'll see how it goes. But for now, yeah, I'll call it a day and maybe come back later in like half an hour, 40 minutes to see if there's another opportunity. But thank you so much for joining in and take care. All right, bye bye, guys.